Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Wide open spaces. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. First and 10. Gets it out fast. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they're in for a touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. To the air, it's Wheeler. Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The lone back's got it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. There he goes. Touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. You know they're feeling good about this drive. They've picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the 40. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Garbers. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, and they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Rush is on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wheeler. Here's the pressure. Punts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Garbers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Makes the grab on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Avery. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Wheeler. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, a lot of space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal for the offense. They're going to run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Leaves it with the running back. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Garbers. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. Turning on the Jets. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens? And it's in there for a touchdown.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Going to the run, it's Smith. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays.